Welcome to 911 Vision. When the sirens wail, the countdown begins. Pure adrenaline, raw body cam footage, and law enforcement push to the absolute limit. Let's dive in. On the 10th of March, 2023, in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, a high-speed pursuit is initiated after a vehicle wildly flees from a traffic stop. The driver, 36-year-old Courtney Dixon, is wanted for a disorderly conduct incident and is reported to be severely intoxicated. A deputy positioned perfectly ahead of the pursuit deploys stop sticks across the roadway. The spike strips do their job, puncturing the suspect's tires and forcing the speeding vehicle to finally begin slowing down as additional backup units swarm the area. With his tires deflating, Courtney brings his vehicle to a brief stop. Deputies immediately jump out of their cruisers, drawing their weapons to initiate a high-risk felony stop.
Take off!
Moving.
But it's a fake surrender. Just as officers give commands, Courtney slams on the gas and begins fleeing again on flattened tires. Anticipating his erratic behavior, the deputies quickly get back in their cars, catch up to the crippled vehicle, and execute a coordinated boxing maneuver surrounding the suspect's car with their cruisers to physically force it to a permanent halt. Now completely trapped, Courtney locks his doors and refuses to step out. In a bizarre and defiant move, he grabs a bottle of whiskey and starts chugging it right in front of the officers. Tactically, suspects sometimes do this to confuse the timeline of their blood alcohol level, but the officers aren't playing games.
Can you get around to the front? Can you get around to the side? So you're good. Trying to keep it.
A deputy shatters the vehicle's window while a K-9 unit barks aggressively, just inches away to establish psychological dominance.
Hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Crawl across the car for me. Crawl.
The officers unlock the door, drag Courtney out through the glass, and wrestle him to the pavement to secure the arrest.
Dude, I'm not ready.
You're gonna get tased if you don't get out of the car.
Stop for a second.
Hey, keep your hands up.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Hands behind your back. Hands behind the car.
The suspect is in handcuffs, but the chaos is just beginning. The massive police presence on the highway on a Friday afternoon creates a major distraction for passing motorists. As drivers slow down to rubberneck and watch the arrest instead of the road, disaster strikes.
We're good. City 159, 1495.
A violent four-vehicle crash occurs in the opposite lanes, involving a semi-truck and sending one car into the median. The initial pursuit has now triggered a massive secondary emergency, shutting down the entire highway.
Oh, crash, 1050.
There's a 1050.
Yeah. Rubberneckers. Now we're going to have a pile up.
We could probably open up this fast lane though, huh?
Well, the one lane we were
Yeah, trying to open, but I think this guy crashed into the semi northbound too, didn't he?
Officers shift their focus from the arrested suspect to managing the massive traffic pileup.
Yeah, that's all we wanted was just a
Yep.
few photos.
Yep.
We can
Yep.
try to open it up a little better, because they'll handle him. It's really these two are the only two that gotta stay. So
As they catch their breath, one officer notes that he actually broke his window breaker tool while smashing Courtney's window.
I broke my window breaker.
we'll help them over there because it's a question.
Yeah.
You didn't get impacted, right? He didn't rear end or anything. Because I
No.
want Josh to stay because he's got to help the state write that report.
Deputies coordinate with state troopers to handle the 4-car crash on the other side of the highway. It takes an agonizing hour to clear the wrecked vehicles, treat the minor injuries, and fully reopen the interstate. The scene is a stark reminder of the massive ripple effect a single reckless driver can cause. Final outcome: Courtney Dixon was charged with felony fleeing and eluding an officer, resisting, obstructing an officer, disorderly conduct. His cash bond was set at $15,000. A terrified witness calls 911 after watching a brutal scene unfold in a Wausau, Wisconsin parking lot. A 23-year-old man, Matthew, is seen grabbing his 20-year-old girlfriend, Anna, by the hair and punching her multiple times as she tries to escape the vehicle. When police arrive with guns drawn, demanding to see hands, they step into a highly volatile situation. Both individuals have a history with law enforcement, and Anna is currently out on a felony bond. But what starts as a domestic violence investigation is about to take a massive, unexpected detour.
Okay,
Turn around.
she was leaving,
Turn around.
trying to leave.
Turn around.
Can you listen to me?
No, I'm in charge. Turn around.
What's going on?
Can you just come over here? So I'm Officer Ansel with Wausau PD.
I'm gonna pet you down for weapons. You got anything on you that I should know about?
No, I don't. I don't have anything. Officer, she's been drinking.
Sir, I need you to calm down. Okay.
Officers separate the couple to get the truth, but they are met with a wall of denial. This is a textbook dynamic in domestic violence calls. Matthew claims there was no fight and that he was just holding her because she was drunk.
I was a little bit upset, but I'm okay now.
I was just trying to get her home. That's all I was trying to do.
It's all good. Are you
I
just
promise.
saying that because he's kind of heated up and you don't want him to get in trouble, or
No,
why are you saying
I'm not
that?
saying that for no reason. I'm
Okay.
saying it because there was no argument, and it was all my fault, and
Okay, so
It's all good.
if I look at the security camera, it's not going to
there's all
show.
good. There's security cameras at his uncle's house. I did not touch him. He did not touch me. There's no problem. I promise.
Anna, despite being the victim of the reported assault, completely takes the blame, stating, "It was all my fault. Nothing happened."
They're not meant to.
All right, yep. I'll just stop.
So why are we being told that you guys were fighting? Physically fighting, pulling hair.
No pull. There was no pulling hair. That a woman called you. Yeah, she's gonna fucking obviously make a fucking big deal about it because she's a fucking woman. She's a fucking stupid.
Can we have a conversation
woman.
without you yelling and swearing at me?
Well,
Can we have a civil
can you
conversation?
understand how women are though? Do you understand how women are, or do you not have a girl?
Matthew even tries to gaslight the officers, blatantly stating, "Women exaggerate, do they not?" Tactically, officers know witnesses rarely hallucinate a physical beating. But without victim cooperation, building a domestic violence case on the spot is incredibly difficult.
And then nothing physical, no threats,
Nothing
nothing
physical,
happened.
no.
And then we just show up, and then all of a sudden,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Yes,
Just you can hop back in the car and just hang
I'm
out for
just
now.
setting up.
Or just,
The officers instruct Anna to sit in her car and wait. At this point, she is not under arrest. But Anna's temper flares. She yells, "Stop being pigs!" and violently slams her car door wide open, smashing it directly into the parked vehicle next to her, leaving a giant scratch.
When we're done with our investigation, get in the car.
Okay, why don't you guys stop being f***ing pigs? Okay, motherfucking piglets.
hey,
Oh my
hey.
God. Are you?
In 1 second of anger, Anna goes from being the potential victim of a domestic dispute to a criminal suspect for property damage. The officer immediately detains her. She panics, apologizing and claiming she didn't mean it, but the damage is literally already done.
I did not mean to slam the car door. I'm so sorry.
Well, now you've got damage to property, okay?
No, it does not damage it. I need damage to property, please.
Squad car here, okay? You're only detained. You're not under arrest at this point, okay? Slide in.
While the officers are distracted trying to find the owner of the damaged vehicle, Anna miraculously slips out of her handcuffs. She steps out of the car, pleading, "I didn't break any laws. Please let me go."
I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't break any laws. I didn't break any laws.
Step back. Step up.
Okay,
Step up.
please. I did not break any laws. I did not break any laws.
Turn around.
I don't understand. It's
Put your hands behind your back.
no. It doesn't understand why you're doing this to me.
Back in the car.
I didn't do anything wrong,
Back in the car.
sir. I didn't do
Back in the
anything
car.
wrong.
Back in the car.
I did not do anything.
Get off! Get on your stomach! Get on your stomach! Get on your stomach! Get on your stomach!
Her shoes caught my belt.
The officer quickly moves to resecure her, and Anna goes full combat mode. She refuses to put her hands behind her back and actively fights the officers. She starts kicking wildly, forcing the officers to pin her to the ground and call for a protective helmet, spit hood. She just upgraded a minor property damage ticket into a felony resisting arrest charge.
Anna, you're ready.
Anna, stop resisting.
You're hurting my arms. You're hurting my arms.
Now, I'm gonna tell you one time you just kicked my hand.
Okay, then punch me.
That's fair.
I will sue you.
Yeah, good.
You will sue you. I will sue you for thousands of dollars.
Put your legs in the car.
Anna, put your legs in the car.
Get your legs in the car. Get your legs in the car. Get your legs in the car. There you go.
I will sue you for thousands of dollars.
Okay.
The situation is completely out of control. Anna screams that her arms are hurting, but refuses to stop resisting. As officers try to maneuver her into the back of the cruiser, she kicks an officer in the hand. Her defense strategy shifts from fighting to threatening. She screams, "I'll sue you for thousands of dollars." Due to her extreme aggression and continued kicking, officers have no choice but to transport her immediately to the jail. Even in the back of the squad car, she completely lacks self-awareness, genuinely asking, "I didn't do anything wrong. Why am I being arrested?" The irony of this night is staggering. Anna, the initial victim of the 911 call, ended up going to jail with far worse charges than her abuser because she couldn't control her temper. Final outcome: Matthew, charged with misdemeanor disorderly conduct; Anna, charged with felony battery, threat to a law enforcement officer, bail jumping, resisting, obstructing, disorderly conduct as a repeater, and underage drinking. Both were released on bond. On November 29, 2022, in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, an officer on patrol spots a black vehicle speeding dangerously through a mall parking lot. The car, driven by 29-year-old Wiso Tillman, has no front license plate and heavily tinted windows. When Wiso blows through a red light, the officer initiates a traffic stop. Instead of pulling over, Wiso accelerates. Despite losing his front driver's side tire along the way, the suspect continues his reckless flight through heavy city traffic on wet roads, forcing the officer to consider terminating the pursuit for public safety.
If anyone's by Watertown Plank, he's gonna be stuck in traffic here.
221, sir, making a
Before the officer can call off the chase, disaster strikes. Wiso blindly enters a busy intersection and causes a massive four-vehicle crash.
10-4.
212, you pursuit. I Pursuit, he just hit a car.
The impact spins his crippled car out of control, narrowly missing an innocent pedestrian in the crosswalk by just 2 feet.
Get out of the car! Get on the ground! Get on the ground now!
With his vehicle finally destroyed, Wiseau initially gets on the ground as the officer approaches with his weapon drawn. But in a final, desperate act of defiance, Wiseau jumps up and attempts to flee on foot.
Come on!
Behind your back. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Stop resisting.
The officer quickly closes the distance and executes a flawless one-handed tackle on the hard cement, all while maintaining control of his drawn firearm.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Once pinned to the ground, Wiseau's demeanor completely changes. He transitions from a fleeing felon to a weeping, begging mess, repeating "I'm sorry" dozens of times and begging for a warning.
Please. Stand up. I know. Understand. Please keep listening. Please. Hold on. Wait. Please. Stop. Please. Go. Please keep listening to me. Please listen to me. Hold on. Wait, talk. Yo, please. Get in the car. Hold on. Wait.
Get in the car.
Get in the car. Yo, please just listen to me.
Get in the car.
Please.
My man.
Hold on, please. Just listen to me, dude.
Despite his continuous apologies, he passively resists by stiffening his arms and refusing to comply with simple commands to get into the squad car. Because Wiseau is acting extremely erratic, hyperexcited, and complaining about the tightness of the cuffs, the officers call for EMS to evaluate him.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Did you see what happened?
I saw pretty much everything.
Oh, you saw the crash?
Yeah, no, I was running. It just turned green. I was running across the street, and he was in the Milwaukee slide lane, and I was 2 feet, man.
Oh, so he almost hit you?
Oh my God.
Okay.
The pedestrian who was nearly killed approaches the officers, confirming just how close he was to losing his life.
Please listen to me. Relax. Please.
Me and you are going to talk later, okay?
Please, can I talk to you?
No, man, right now.
man.
Talk to them. Okay, talk to them.
I didn't get that far. I'll be honest with you.
What's your first name? Sir, what's your first name?
Please,
We're going to listen to you, but we need to know who you are.
Can I take 5 minutes? Please, can y'all listen to me?
What's your first name?
Can y'all please listen
What's
to
your
me?
last name?
I don't know.
What's your date of birth?
I don't know. Can y'all please listen to me?
Meanwhile, Wiseau continues his endless loop of begging and pleading, desperately trying to manipulate the officers into letting him go. He refuses to provide his name or date of birth, opting instead to cry and scream.
My man, I gotta be close. Can we make sure you don't have a concussion? Can you look this way?
I'm saying he's all moving. I can't even move. He all up on me, dude.
We gotta make sure you're okay, right?
I'm saying he all up on me.
While paramedics check his blood pressure, officers notice Wiseau's glassy, bloodshot eyes and strong odor of intoxicants. His hyperactive, non-compliant behavior is a textbook sign of severe impairment.
You ready for what I found in the car? No. You ready? No. If you say nothing, I'm gonna dick punch you. A tiny little bit of weed and an open bottle of booze.
That's it?
Yep.
It's in there. Frack.
Yeah. Is there?
Yeah.
Damn it!
I'm just kidding.
I completely forgot about that. I saw it right away.
A search of his wrecked vehicle confirms their suspicions. Officers locate 2 designer bags of marijuana and an open bottle of alcohol on the passenger side. Later tests reveal his blood alcohol content, BAC, is 0.167, more than double the legal limit. He wasn't just fleeing, he was blackout drunk. Final outcome. Wiseau Tillman was charged with multiple offenses, including second-degree recklessly endangering safety, felony, fleeing, eluding an officer, felony, operating while intoxicated, first offense, 2 counts of misdemeanor bail jumping. Late at night, Officers approach a vehicle stopped dead in a Taco Bell drive-through line. The driver, a female college senior, is completely passed out behind the wheel. When woken up, she is groggy and disoriented. An officer immediately spots an open beer can sitting in her cup holder.
Hello, can you roll down your window? Your window. Your window. You need to put your car in park.
Okay.
What's going on?
Ready to go home.
Okay, we're gonna be step outside the vehicle.
Despite this glaring evidence, she flatly denies drinking and driving, claiming she is just tired from finals week. She refuses multiple lawful commands to step out of the vehicle, whining that it's cold. Her persistent refusal to exit the car forces the officer's hand. He officially places her under arrest for DUI before she even takes a single sobriety test.
All right.
Nope. This is the last time I'm gonna ask you.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, so at this time you are under arrest. Before we move you anywhere, just so you know, you are being audio and video recorded.
Once out of the car and in handcuffs, the officer reads her Miranda rights.
All right, so right now, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights as I've explained them to you?
Yeah.
So how much have you to drink tonight?
Not very much. I
Okay.
went to pick my friends up from the bar, and I went in to give them a jump from home, and then I ended up staying for a little bit, and then I was hungry, and I went to the drive-thru.
Okay.
She continues to peddle her excuse, claiming the open beer was from like 2 days ago and that she only drank before she went to the bar to pick up her friends. Her story is wildly inconsistent. Because she was arrested for refusing to exit the vehicle, the officer double-checks with his sergeant to confirm he can still ask her to perform voluntary field sobriety tests. The sergeant confirms, and the officer offers her a chance to prove her supposed sobriety.
Well, I am recording. One quick question. Can I still ask her to do fields even after I've arrested her?
You Mirandize her?
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So, for this first test, I'm going to be giving you a couple tests. I'm going to be evaluating you based on your ability to perform the tests and your ability to follow instructions, okay?
Okay.
Are you taking any medications in the last 24 hours? No? Are you under the care of a doctor or a dentist?
No.
Okay.
The handcuffs are temporarily removed so she can perform the physical assessments. The officer begins with the horizontal gaze nystagmus HGN test to check her eye movements. Despite clear instructions to follow the pen with her eyes only, she repeatedly moves her entire head. Her inability to follow this incredibly basic, single-step instruction is a massive red flag for severe cognitive impairment caused by alcohol. The evaluation moves to the walk and turn test. She struggles to maintain the starting position, and when she finally walks, her balance is visibly poor, and she completely messes up the turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Remember to keep your arms at your sides.
7, 1, 2, 3, 4.
The one-leg stand is an even bigger disaster. She is instructed to lift her foot 6 inches and count aloud. Instead, she barely lifts her foot, holds her hands awkwardly together, and counts rapidly and incorrectly, skipping numbers and clearly demonstrating that her brain cannot process divided attention tasks.
I'm ready.
You may begin.
1,000. 1,001. 1,002. 1,003. 1,018. 1,019.
All right, you can stop.
Failing miserably, she finally admits she had like 4 beers. The officer administers a portable breath test. She attempts to fake blowing into the machine several times, forcing the officer to repeatedly coach her. When a proper sample is finally registered, the result is a staggering 249, more than 3 times the legal limit.
So you're going to see that this will show all zeros after it does a blank check. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a big deep breath and blow as hard as you can, okay?
Okay.
All right, big deep breath and blow as hard as you can. Blow harder, blow harder, blow harder, blow harder, blow harder, blow harder, blow harder. Okay. All right. You know what the legal limit is?
0.08.
Yeah. This is 0.249. Okay, that's quite a bit above the limit, right?
Yeah.
The handcuffs go right back on. The reality of her situation hits her, and she begins to quietly cry as she is placed into the back of the patrol car for transport to the police station.
All right, we're going to start walking this way. We'll walk over here.
At the station, the suspect becomes sullen and uncooperative. When presented with the formal evidentiary breathalyzer test and the implied consent warnings, she outright refuses to sign any paperwork, refuses the breath test, and declines to speak to a lawyer. She attempts to justify her actions again, claiming she let herself go a little bit because the Taco Bell line was too long. Final outcome: her refusal of the formal breath test guarantees a license suspension. She was officially booked for DUI. A definitive lesson that passing out in a drive-thru with an open beer is a guaranteed recipe for a mugshot, no matter how hard finals week was. On the 29th of June, 2023, a high-stakes intercept begins when Fond du Lac County deputies are notified of a vehicle fleeing a traffic stop in neighboring Winnebago County, Wisconsin. The vehicle is displaying mismatched license plates, a common tactic used by criminals to avoid detection. A deputy strategically positioned in a highway crossover spots the suspect vehicle speeding past. When the deputy attempts to initiate a traffic stop, the 29-year-old driver, Trevor, refuses to pull over and violently accelerates, reaching speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour.
Vehicle slowing down, getting off on Winnebago. Taking a right onto Winnebago. Vehicle's now southbound Rolling Meadows Drive.
The pursuit quickly becomes extremely hazardous as Trevor drives erratically through an active construction zone. He weaves through the altered traffic patterns without slowing down.
Channeling at Johnson.
Sheriff 91, we're cutting through construction. Still southbound Rolling Meadows. There'll be a white.
Spotting deputies ahead preparing to deploy spike strips across the roadway, Trevor executes a sharp, high-speed evasive turn to avoid blowing out his tires.
Target right now, going past Scott.
Sheriff 91, Nora 145 is requesting that you box them in if possible.
10-4. We're driving through the training center grass here. Now going southbound Rolling Meadows Drive. 91, we're entering the Agrimatic.
He maneuvers the vehicle completely off the main road, driving recklessly through grass fields and commercial areas to shake the pursuing units. As the chase heads southbound, dispatch authorizes deputies to box him in if possible. The lead deputy closes the distance and gets into position.
Permission to pit.
However, recognizing civilian vehicles parked on the shoulder and light traffic ahead, the deputy makes a critical tactical decision. He decides against performing a PIT maneuver.
Speed 76, I have traffic unable to do so at this time. In the
binders going into Wisconsin Kenworth.
In high-speed pursuits, officer discretion is vital, and the risk of spinning the suspect's vehicle into innocent bystanders outweighs the immediate need to stop the car forcefully.
Slow down.
Get on the ground! Stop! You're gonna get tased! You're gonna get tased! Taser! 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 Stop right now! You're getting tased! Get on the ground! Do not move! Pull your arms out! Lay down on your stomach right now!
Approaching another set of spike strips, Trevor attempts to turn around but finds himself boxed in. He pulls onto the shoulder and bails out of the driver's seat to flee on foot. However, in his panic, he completely forgets to put the vehicle in park. The rolling ghost car drifts down into the ditch and actually collides with Trevor from behind, causing him to briefly lose his balance. He recovers and sprints into the woods, but deputies are right on his heels, ultimately detaining him at taser point in the brush.
Hey, weapons on you, man? No. What's your name? Trevor. Watch your step here. You guys good?
I had the windows out.
I'm going to ask you this just as a medical standpoint. Did
Yeah.
did you take anything today that I need to worry about? Like, you're not going to keel over and die on me?
No.
All right, we're going to walk up to 116, all right? And I'll work on getting you some water.
Can I get that vape, bro?
No.
Before I go in.
No.
Once in handcuffs, Trevor is heavily sweating, covered in pollen, and breathing heavily. Out of concern for a potential drug overdose, officers repeatedly ask if he ingested anything harmful before running, which he denies, claiming he only hit a vape. A background check quickly explains his desperate flight. Trevor has a substantial criminal history with 8 active warrants issued by multiple agencies out of Milwaukee. He admits he ran because of the warrants and confirms the mismatched plates belong to his girlfriend's old Jeep.
Benjamin? Yes, sir. Yours? So, he saying he has nothing more out of Milwaukee, that's why he ran. Vehicle's not even stolen.
Dang. Whose vehicle is it? It comes back to a Tia.
My girl's.
Is that Tia?
What's up with the plates, though? The plates aren't yours.
Oh, they're off because we just bought the vehicle.
They're oh, okay.
So they're off her previous vehicle.
What was her previous vehicle?
Jeep. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trevor was evaluated at the hospital and agreed to an evidentiary blood test before being transported to jail. Final outcome: Trevor was charged with numerous offenses, mostly as a repeat offender, including vehicle fleeing, eluding an officer, felony, first-degree recklessly endangering safety, 3 counts, felony, bail jumping, 5 counts, felony, OY, second offense, and resisting, obstructing misdemeanors. Criminals don't take a day off, and neither does this channel. Subscribe and ring the bell right now to guarantee your front row seat for our next intense encounter. See you on the next patrol with 911 Vision.